Hello everyone and welcome back! In this last part of the course we are going to be building a custom Angular material theme. So far we have been using a pre-built theme for our sample application. If we head over here to our styles.css, if you remember we have chosen in the first part of the course the Indigo Pink pre-built theme that we are seeing here on the screen. This Indigo Pink CSS file that is available here inside Node modules in the Angular build was built using Sass. Sass stands for Syntactically Awesome CSS. This is a CSS preprocessor that enhances the CSS language with a lot of features. If we have a look here, we can see that one of the main features is variables. We can define, for example, a variable with a color and use that variable in multiple parts of the program. We can create functions. We can have many of the standard features of a normal programming language. This language is then going to be compiled to plain CSS. There are two flavors of it. We are going to be using the SCSS extension as opposed to the Sass extension. As you can see, there are several syntactic differences. This is the one that Angular Material uses internally to build their themes, and this is the one that we will be using in our custom theme as well. So we are going to switch back here to our IDE. Let's close the compiled CSS file. We are going to start by seeing how does Angular Material produce this file based on Sass. And the best way to do that is to build ourselves the Indigo Pink CSS theme. So we are going to build it ourselves in our build pipeline using the Angular CLI and some of the Sass files that are available inside Node modules. So in order to do that, the first thing that we need to do is to configure our Angular CLI to build Sass files instead of plain CSS files. So if we scroll down here in our Angular CLI.json, we are going to see here that the style extension that we are using is CSS. If we simply change this to Sassy CSS, now the Angular CLI will be able to process Sass files. We are going to go here also to the styles folder, and we're going to show that everything is already working at this stage. We're going to rename this styles file to SCSS. We can see now that this is being highlighted by the IDE as a Sass file and there are no compilation errors. We could already define here, for example, a variable which is a primary color that we could define as blue, and we could use this in multiple places of our style sheet. Let's say that, for example, we had here a class which is the course CSS class. We could say that the background of this CSS element would be blue using the variable primary color. So as you can see, all the features of Sass are currently available, which include standard CSS imports. So we are currently here importing the Indigo Pink CSS theme directly. Now, we don't want to do this at this stage, we want instead to build this file ourselves. Let's see how we are going to do that. We are going to switch over to the Angular Material GitHub repository, which is under /angular/material2, and we're going to try to see how the Indigo Pink theme is being built with each Angular release. For that, we're going to use here the search bar. We are going to search for the Indigo keyword, and we can see here that there is here a file under the core theming pre-build directory. There's a file called indigo-pink.sass. So this is the file that Angular is using to build the Indigo Pink theme. We can see here that we are importing here a series of mixins or predefined functions that we have available for building a theme. We are defining two color palettes. We are going to see what this is in a moment, but we can see here that we define here a primary palette and an accent palette, and then we use this predefined function or mixin to calculate a light theme. So we also could calculate here a dark theme. And with this last call here, we are creating the theme. So what we're going to do is the same in our program. We are going to take this code and we are going to switch to our IDE and we are going to paste in this code. We are going to remove here this import of this CSS file because what we want is to build it ourselves, and we are going to fix here this compilation error. What this import is trying to do is to import a file called theming.sass. So this is available here under Node Modules Angular Material. We are going to import it here to our styles.css because this is the file that contains all the mixins that we are using here to build this theme. So in order to import this theming.sass file, we are going to be using this import statement to the file angular/material/theming, that if you head over here to Node Modules and we open Angular, and then we head over here to material, we are going to see that we have here this file. If you notice, it has an underscore here at the beginning that we are not using here. The underscore means that this is a partial CSS file, so the compiler, if it sees this file in a folder, will not automatically build it. The Sass compiler will only build files that don't have an underscore at the beginning, such as, for example, the styles.sass file. So this file here is a partial Sass file. It's meant to be used in other Sass files as an import, and that's what we're doing here. We're going to be going over these multiple code lines that we have here, the two palettes, the construction of the theme, but before going any further, let's confirm that indeed this code is the code necessary for building the Indigo Pink theme. If that is the case, we're going to be using this as a baseline, we're going to be defining our own palettes, and we are going to be creating our own theme based on this starting point. Let's then try to build the material Indigo theme. In order to do that, we need to head over here to angular.cli.json and do another modification. We have modified here the name of the styles.css file. It's now a Sass file, so we need to change here the file name as well. And with this in place, we can head over here to the command line. Let's do an npm start. So it's important that you stop and you restart your Angular CLI whenever you change the Angular CLI.json file. And now let's have a look at what the built Indigo theme looks like. After a while, you should see here a compiled successfully message. So if we saw here any errors, it means that the theme was not built successfully. If you have the compiled successfully message, then let's refresh the browser and see what we have on the screen. So as you can see, we have exactly the same material Indigo theme, but this time we built it ourselves based on this code setup. If we head over here to the mat indigo variable, we will be able to jump into it because this is coming from the theming file that is inside here, Node Modules. So if we hit command and we click into it, we're going to see that we have here material pink defined as a variable. So we will be going over what this exactly means in a moment. Right now we can see that in this file we have here code palettes that are available here. So if, for example, we now take the material red theme and we use it here, so instead of material indigo we use this palette here, then we are going to be having a completely different look and feel to our application. So as we can see, we now have here a red theme just by changing this variable. So let's have a look at how can we build our own custom theme based on this setup. This is coming right up in the next few lessons.